Welcome back to the road growing up. It's late at night, the street is quiet, and we're once again riding through the city together. The neon lights are glowing, people are slowly heading home, and in this silence, I want us to have a real conversation. Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought about money, not just as something to spend, but as something connected to the sacrifices your parents made for you? Have you ever stopped in the middle of buying something unnecessary and wondered, how many hours did my parents have to work for me to have this? Tonight, I want to talk about learning how to save money for our parents, not in the boring sense of financial tips, but in the deeper, emotional way, understanding why it matters, what it means, and how it shapes us as human beings. Because behind every pair of shoes we wear, every meal on our table, and even every moment of comfort we enjoy, there's often a hidden story of struggle, sweat, Let's be honest, many of us grow up never really understanding how hard our parents work. We see them leaving early, coming home late, tired faces, sometimes quiet at dinner. But as kids, we don't fully see the cost of that exhaustion. Imagine this. Your father works a construction site under the sun for 10 hours, lifting heavy materials, or your mother stands behind a counter, smiling at customers for 12 hours straight, even when her legs hurt. And for what? For that tuition fee, for your clothes, for your lunch at school. Now compare that to us, when we finally get a part-time job, maybe in a cafe, maybe delivering food, maybe in retail. After 6 hours, our back already hurts. After 1 week, we're already complaining. And then, we realize, wait, my parents have been doing this for 20 years straight. That's the moment reality hits. That's the moment we see the true weight of money. Not numbers on a bank app, but hours of labor, missed sleep, sacrifices. But let's be real, most of us don't grow up with this mindset. Instead, we live in a world of consumerism. New phones every year, trendy clothes, expensive coffees just to take a picture. I remember a friend of mine who used to spend $200 on sneakers while his father was still driving an old motorcycle that sometimes broke down on the road. And he never thought about replacing his dad's bike, because, in his mind, that $200 was his money. That's the trap. Thinking money we earn is only for us. Thinking we deserve luxury while our parents should manage. But imagine flipping that. Imagine saving half of that money, not for yourself, but to take some weight off their shoulders. To buy your mom a new phone because hers is cracked. To pay one bill for your dad so he doesn't have to worry that month. It's not about how much you save. It's about shifting the mindset from me first to family first. Let's put this into perspective with two real scenarios. Scenario 1. A 20-year-old student works part-time, makes around $400 a month. He spends $350 on food, parties, and fashion. He saves nothing. Every time his parents send him extra money, it disappears in a week. His parents never complain, but inside, they're cutting back on their own needs to support him. Scenario 2. Another student also earns $400, but he sets aside $100 every month. After a year, that's $1,200. With that, he surprises his mom with a small vacation, or helps pay for a medical checkup. His parents cry, not because of the money, but because their child finally understands. Which scenario do you want to be? The difference isn't income, it's awareness, it's heart. Now let's talk about consequences. What happens if we don't learn to save and respect money? First, We develop entitlement. We think money will always come easily, and we keep demanding from our parents. That damages the relationship. They might not say it, but deep down, they feel unappreciated. Second, we grow into adults who cannot manage finances. We live paycheck to paycheck, always broke, always stressed. And then, when our parents are old and actually need support, we have nothing to give. Third, and most painful, regret. One day, when your parents are no longer here, you'll look back and realize you had the chance to make their life easier, but you chose to spend it all on yourself. That regret is heavy, and it never leaves. So how do we actually start? Here are some practical steps. 1. Start small. Even $20 a month is a beginning. Put it aside in a separate envelope or account, labeled, for mom and dad. 2. Cut unnecessary spending. 1 less fancy coffee. 1 less impulsive online order. It adds up. 3. Think of moments, not money. Saving isn't just about cash. It's about creating memories, cooking dinner for them, buying a small gift, covering a bill. 4. Communicate. Sometimes, your parents won't ask for help because of pride, but if you gently insist, they'll feel loved. 5. Balance. Yes, enjoy your youth, but don't forget, your parents gave their youth so you could enjoy yours. At the end of the day, saving money for our parents isn't just about the money. It's about becoming aware. It's about gratitude. It's about growing up. One day, you'll walk into your parents' room and notice the lines on their face, the gray in their hair, and you'll realize they won't be here forever. What you do now matters. So the next time you're about to spend recklessly, pause. Ask yourself, is this worth more than giving back to the people who gave me everything? This journey of learning to save for them is also a journey of becoming an adult. It's walking the road of responsibility, love, and awareness. And as we ride together tonight, let this be our reminder. Money spent on parents is never lost. It's the best investment you'll ever make, because it's investing in gratitude, in love, and in peace of mind.